All right, happy Sunday, everybody. Trendy John here from Simpler Trading. We're going to go over the neutral strategy. So, how did it do last week? I'd like to hear from you guys again. Your feedback is very valuable to me. We've been doing this for many, many years. You guys know that. The drawing sets I like to keep, and you can see, when I scroll over this, I keep all the information. Now, for today, it looks like if we rewind about 3 weeks ago or so, we kept the same blueprint. And I told you I don't do that very often, but when I see something like this, we're getting close to a supply level. That's that red box up there on the Qs. And matter of fact, the SPY is actually right there at the supply level where it pulled back this past week at 561. And I'll show you that here on the weekly here very shortly. But I want to keep this because for one, nothing happened. So meaning, yes, it worked. Technically speaking, it did work, and I know that a lot of traders gave me some feedback during the sessions this week that this worked out for you. So again, remember, you go long over the break of the green. You hit T1, you hit T2, didn't quite get to T3. But we talked about that last week. And then over here, Qs, same thing. You got the long signal T1 hit, and the T2 was just a little short. Then we pull back into the neutral and then just kind of sideways. So again, overall, little bit of a move here and there, but pretty choppy. And the question is, can we continue to the upside? So I want to keep all of this, but there are some fine details that I want you to take into consideration. And while we talk through these, you're more than welcome to move some of these lines, if you will. All right. And I'll show you where I would move those lines if you want. And let's start with the SPY. Okay, so SPY, you can see also I want to show you what was resistance right here turns into support, and then it gives us the buy. Now for the advanced side of the neutral strategy, we teach you how to trade this. Anytime we get above one of these levels, right? They're resistance, that's why we're trimming here. But when we come back down into them, they are support. So for example, we kind of, go back, we hit that level, what was resistance, and boom, it's support, and then it's resistance here, it's resistance here, and then we break through this. We'd already tested it here, and then we come back to this level. Any level that's below price turns into support until proven otherwise, and any level to the upside is resistance until proven otherwise. Going forward into this week, I want you to take that into consideration. So if we leave these levels here and we were to pull back, I'm expecting a little bit of bounce there. All right. Now you'll notice all these trendy edges that are here. These are going to be resistance until proven otherwise. And it's really neat. We close right on them. So if you wanted to, all right, for this week to make it fresh, you can go ahead and take this level here and move it to that trendy edge. And that's what I'm going to do with you, okay? Now, this is a little bit different because I saved this set as 818, so we're going to just have to remember that we're going to use the 818 set again. I'm not going to rename it. That's something different. So this week, I'll make a note, 818. We're going to take this. We're going to move it. I'm going to go to the highest point, so it's right there where I have an edge, and that's going to be our next target. I'm not going to move these two. And then far as this guy, since it's already lined up with the trendy edge here, I'm not going to move it, and it is 558. Down here, again, 55555. Remember, we talked about that last week. This is going to be our support as well. If for some reason we break down in here, the advanced strategy is to actually try to go long off of this red level. And it's not until we close under here that you'd want to go short. If you want to be aggressive, so for some reason you're feeling it, let's say we get some ugly catalyst out there and it's just driving down really fast, then we can aggressively take the short, and then we're going to cover, so forth. And I would expect buyers to come in here. Okay. All right, so the blueprint pretty much going to look the same. We only move that one level. Over here on the QQQ, notice that we have trendy edges up here, and we have this 481. What I want to do is not move anything. I'm going to leave this here since we did not touch it, but I want you to understand on a move up, we could find resistance right here. All right, so anytime these trendy edges are up here, they are resistance until proven otherwise. So we're going to put a extra line in there and just say resistance until proven otherwise. Okay, so we'll just put resistance. I don't need to write all that out. We'll put RES, boom. And this is going to be resistance. If we were to come back down into here. This is support. And then if we dig deeper, we're going to use this level right here, which is the trendy edge, as support. So I'm going to write support right here. So a little bit more of an aggressive approach because if you're brand new to this, you might be like, well, it says neutral. I just want to stay neutral here. You could do that too. But aggressive, I'd be trying to buy the dip right here. And if it gets to right here, and I don't want to go short until we start to aggressively break that red line or close underneath that red line, then I'm looking to go short into these levels. Overall, if you watch the broad market analysis, if you didn't, you need to go over there and watch it so you understand more of my sentiment. But for right now, because we are getting into these areas of stickiness where we could see a rejection, just be careful. It looks pretty choppy. The overall econ market, macro economic calendar says, there's some Fed heads talking. We got a little bit of stuff coming out on Thursday. We got Nvidia this week. Should be fun, but I do want to point out the more aggressive buying happened in this area. So it's okay if price wants to come down here at some point. I just want to be looking at going long there. And it's okay as well if we come back here. I wouldn't mind going long there. Again, I just want to leave you guys with this. This strategy works really, really well. Getting tons of feedback over the years from it. I hope that it's working for you. Take a few seconds, give a like to this video, give me some of your feedback, what worked, what didn't work for last week. I'd love to see that. And don't forget to share with your friends and family. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.